Hey guys, James here today and welcome back to The Sims 4 Let's Build a Big Brother House. As I mentioned in the last part, we're going to start doing sort of sped up room build style parts. So this is the first one. I'm working on the kitchen. I thought just because this was the last thing we sort of did, that I would continue on and like sort of do most of the kitchen, or at least what I thought was kind of cool. And taking suggestions and feedback from you guys. A lot of you were like, the house should be like really colorful and all that. The house itself should be really colorful, whereas I've left the hallways, you know, that sort of black and white and sort of gray. The hallways where, you know, you don't actually see parts of the show, they're going to remain sort of, you know, a little bit more bland. And then the actual house, we're going to make really colorful. And actually one really cool suggestion that I saw was that the house, we should continue the theme we went with in the sort of sanctuary, where it's kind of like a sort of, what do they call it? Like sort of, what do they call it? Like a kind of not oasis. Ruins, like sort of oasis slash ruins kind of theme on the exterior, which I thought was pretty cool. I don't know why that took me so long to remember, but anyway, yeah. So on the outside, I do a little bit of styling on the outside. I do the kitchen in this part, and then also a little bit of the sanctuary bedroom. But I didn't really know what I was going for there. But we'll get to that when we do. So yeah, so we're gonna get the kitchen done this time. Which, by the way, this took me, I think it was about 45 minutes or something. Like this whole part that I've sped up into about 15 or 14 or something. I'll probably make the next one a little bit longer, but before I did too much, I wanted to, because I think the interesting part with this is I don't want to do these room builds in real time, because that just makes that literally, like, seriously, it makes it way longer for me and and all of you guys watching. I think just doing most of the builds here and then getting your feedback on this sped up bit is going to work quite well. At least I'm pretty excited for it anyway. Yeah, so that is the little pantry there, which I didn't really go into too much detailed decorating because I didn't think it was really necessary. But I work with a little bit of the floor plan in this sort of camera area. I don't know, because at the moment it doesn't really make much sense. And then I'm going through and doing a few more lights here and there, so that I could get a better idea of, you know, the space itself. And also because, yeah, I didn't actually finish putting the lights in last time. So currently in this larger area, we've got that sort of pantry, and it joins to the bathroom from the sanctuary, which doesn't really work because you kind of need to get through to the other side. So here I am just adjusting it to make it, you know, actually accessible by, you know, the crew of the show, if you will. And then just adding a couple of mirrors into the room, because I realized the kitchen actually didn't have a lot of mirrors in it. It did not have a lot of camera angles, unfortunately, so I added a few in, and then apparently I was going around here and doing stuff too, because I was like, a lot of places don't have cameras. But anyway, yeah, so the kitchen, I went for a kind of, on the side with the kitchen cabinets, I put that brick behind it, because first of all, I thought it looked kind of cool. That's me testing out the camera angles there. I thought the brick looked kind of cool behind there, especially contrasting with the blue and then the dark flooring. I thought it looked quite cool. So it's kind of, I don't know. No, I wouldn't say rustic, but kind of. More industrial, kind of. Not really. I don't know. You guys probably know what the style is. I don't know what they call. I don't know what the styles are called. I just do them. Yeah, so like the kitchen counters and that is all this sort of style. Then the other side is a little bit more funky. It's got that interesting wallpaper there with the little spherical bubbles on the wallpaper. I don't know. Looks kind of cool. Had a little bit of fun with it because you guys said get the color, get the wacky styles in there. That's exactly what I did. Had a little bit of fun with it. Went a little bit crazy as well. Got a nice little potted plant on the table there. And just going around doing some decorations on the kitchen cabinets, of course. Yeah, no, I think this, had a little bit of fun with this. I also, I'm definitely glad that I did this as a sped up kind of thing, because there was a lot of decision making going into this when I was doing. I don't know. I find it easier listening to like music or a podcast and just building. It's much harder to commentate it as you go and not make loads of mistakes, which I tend to do, but you guys correct me anyway, so it's not too bad. I really wanted to get some pots and pans, you know, in the kitchen, but it kind of looked dumb with them hanging down. And the other reason is because I kept looking at the sort of mirror, I guess a one-way, two-way mirror on the wall. It's like, well, if you had pots and pans hanging down, they would kind of block the camera view, so you couldn't really do that. So that's why they're not there. I don't know if I put them in later. I can't remember, actually. We got a lot of wall height in here, so I thought I'd add in some, you know, just some greenery above the cabinets there, and just make it look a little bit interesting. Adding in some different details here and there. I really like the idea of doing like a little awning on the inside like that. I thought it would be kind of cool, but then it didn't really fit. So I was like, all right, no, I'll get rid of that. I thought it was kind of a cool idea though. Yeah. Oh, getting a fancy bin. I thought I'd put the bin. So there's no small kitchen bin. I thought I'd just put a larger one in the little pantry area there because I thought that kind of made sense. So then you don't have a bin in the kitchen, but it's just hidden away. A much larger bin too, which is quite useful. So I gave them a tea machine, so they can make tea. Not a coffee machine though, because generally, at least in the Australian version, I don't think they ever have coffee because I don't know. I think that's like some sort of delicacy, and then they can win it in challenges or something. I think I believe they have tea, or at least they can order like tea. I guess they could probably order coffee as well, technically, but it'd probably be like just instant coffee. So it wouldn't be as nice as a little coffee machine. So I didn't give them a full on coffee machine because I felt like that was probably a little over the top. Yeah, so that's the little dining area there, which I use that beautiful spa day chandelier. I don't know, would you call it? I guess you call it a chandelier. Hanging lights. I use that because I thought it looked really cool over the tables, and they've got those little hexagon wall pattern things above the mirrors, and I don't know, just having a little bit of fun with it. Adding a bunch of color and greenery over here, trying to see what works, trying to see what doesn't work. I really wish, though, you could, with the floor tiles, I wish you could, because you can rotate floor tiles on 90 degrees, which makes sense. I really wish you could rotate them on diagonal so you could have those floor tiles running along the diagonal of the room rather than them sort of all angled, because there's surprisingly very little amount of diagonal floor tiles in the game. And you know what? That's something that I want to request. I'm gonna tweet a few people right now. I'm gonna do some tweeting in the video. This is a little bit unorthodox. I'm gonna say at SimGuru Houts, at SimGuru Ninja, because that's Dave Myotkey, at SimGuru. Who else? Nah, probably just them. Can I request that we please see some more diagonal floor tiles? Would be nice to have floorboards running with the room. Oh, it doesn't fit with the room. All right. Well, that doesn't fit in the tweets. That's a little bit of an issue. Can I? Okay. Well, what am I doing? Why am I listening to this video? Can I request that we? I'll get rid of please. Oh, but please is so nice. I want to be nice. Diagonal floor tiles. I'll get rid of would be nice. Oh, that's too hard. It's too hard. I'm taking too much time trying to do this tweet. I've got 9 extra characters that I got to remove from somewhere. This is the worst thing about Twitter. It'd be nice. Okay, now I just need to get rid of 5 characters. Where can I get them from? I can request that we see. Okay, I have to get rid of please. I'm sorry, I have to be. And then I'll do a smiley face. Oh, I can't fit a smiley face in. Damn it. All right. I can get rid of a comma. I'll get rid of a comma to do a smiley face. There we go. All right, so that was a good tweet. Now, what am I doing? All right, so yeah, this is where I read that comment about the sort of ruins theme for the home, because I thought that was a really cool theme suggestion, actually, because we kind of did it already with the sanctuary here. So I'm using all these sort of little ruins assets and objects from Get Together to sort of decorate this. I'm not set on the wallpaper. I love that flooring though. The wallpaper I think is probably a little too much, because I did it on the whole house. I think it's a little too much for the whole house, but that was just kind of, let's just blanket it on there and see what we get. With the sanctuary, I think that wallpaper works quite well with the sanctuary because it has that small courtyard. I think it looks kind of cool. But on this larger scale with the whole house, I think this wallpaper is a little too much. So I'll probably mix it up with different wallpapers here and there. Of course, suggestions more than welcome down below so we can sort of fine tune it. The problem with this as well, I was trying to find windows that matched the door and sort of the color of the ruins, I guess. So obviously the interior of this house is not ancient ruins themed, because I didn't want to carry that theme inside. I just thought it would make a really nice contrast where you have these beautiful sort of interiors that are, semi-modern, clean and up to date, and then you have like these awesome sort of, I guess, kind of Disney-esque themed outdoor areas where it's all sort of ancient ruins themed, and I thought it would look kind of cool. And that was a really cool suggestion. I greatly appreciate that one, because it gives the house some character for sure. But yeah, like I said, I think this larger courtyard will probably change the wallpaper up. We'll probably have some of that sort of stone wallpaper, but not all of it. So yeah, I mean, I very much like the idea. Now, actually, the problem with the pool again. So this has been a glitch in the game for a while because we don't have terrain editing in this game. But for some reason, a bunch of the lots aren't actually flat, and you can notice it here. So when the floor tiles aren't letting, and the side of the pool there, you can see it's kind of glitched out. It's not actually flat because I can't put floor tiles there. They need to either give me terrain tools or make the lots flat. It's like one of the other guys or one or the other, because it's really frustrating when the floor isn't, flat and you can't do anything with it. But I think the way I'll fix that, because because I have that sort of grass floor tile, I think I'll turn that whole inner courtyard into flooring, because then we won't worry about it being uneven, because flooring can't be uneven. So that'll fix it if we just floor the whole area. Yeah, so like I said earlier, I do a little bit of this sort of sanctuary bedroom. I didn't really know what I was doing with this, so all of what I've done in here is kind of just playing around. Like I wasn't completely feeling it. So I would absolutely love some cool suggestions for this area, because next part we'll finish off this sort of sanctuary / reward area. Then we'll probably move, or we'll probably make some changes to the kitchen based on your suggestions as well. But then we'll probably move to maybe the living room, the lounge area or something like that. Or maybe the bedrooms. I don't know. We'll move somewhere else after that, and then because basically the way this is going to work, I'm going to do the parts, I'm going to speed them up like I am now, then you'll provide feedback. The next part will, adjust to that feedback, and then we'll move on. So then basically we have little pockets of the house that are completely finished, and we're not gonna sort of change unless we have to because of, whatever reason. But that's the idea. So hopefully by next episode, this whole area here and the kitchen will be done, and then we can move on to the next part, which would be really, really cool. So I thought, I'd give it a little bit of privacy with the toilet. It's in its own little room there, because the rest of the bathroom is sort of just opened to that beautiful bedroom. But I didn't really want the toilet sitting in the open. It didn't really feel right to me. So I decided to put it in its own little space. And then of course we had the big luxury tub there. And then I was trying to figure out where to put everything else, because surprisingly, even though it's such a big space, surprisingly, I didn't really know where to put anything. Felt like there was no room, but there was lots of room. But that's also why I want your feedback, because I didn't really know where I was going with this. Also, why didn't I just use the, I don't know why I'm putting actual mirrors there. I should have just used the get to work two-way window that I've been using everywhere, two-way mirror. Huh. I don't know, that's weird. I'll definitely change that, because that should definitely be a little camera bay. Yeah, so again, like I'm just playing around with stuff here. I didn't really know what color scheme I was going for in here, or how I really wanted it to look or feel. I don't know. So I would greatly appreciate if you give me a cool theme that we could do for this bedroom, or if you got any tips or anything you want to do with it, let me know. I think I'll also, next part, I'll also move a sim in, just so I can test some of the things. So I'm really not sure about the hot tub. I presume the hot tub will work, but I'm not 100% sure. And I want to get a sim in here so we can start testing as we go. Because it's much easier to fix something before you start adding a whole bunch of stuff on, and then fixing it later down the line. It's easier to do it now rather than later, essentially. Yeah, so again, here I'm just doing some stuff in the bedroom here. I thought I'd do like little, I don't know, like a little storage unit behind the bed. And then I put those in because I was like, let's get some color. And then I was like, it doesn't actually look good at all. It looks bloody awful. So let's get rid of that. And then, yeah, no, you can just kind of, I don't know what I wanted to do in here. Because basically this room, it needs to, I haven't done it yet, but it needs the bed. It needs the sofa and the TV, because that they get rewarded with like a movie and that whenever they come in here. And then it also needs like a little dining area. So a little dining table where they can have like a special dinner or a breakfast or that kind of stuff. So basically it needs like a lounge, dining area, and the little bedroom. And of course the bathroom that we already have. But yeah, as you can see, I'm more or less struggling to try and figure out what I want to do with it. But that pretty much wraps it up for this part. So we did the kitchen and we did the little bedroom area there. So of course, leave your feedback down below. But I will see you next time. Thanks for watching and have an awesome day.